guys, I'm going to actually show you why I replaced this. I have a video on it. This one right here. Listen.
That does.
So it's with this plug tester that I click the test button and makes that weird loud sound. But since I replaced it, it's better. And it also works for doing download here. Let me take this one out. So I hit test. It trips. Doesn't make that loud sound. That loud sound again. Let me get the one plugged back in. So it does protect that one. I wired it in properly. And I thought this outlet was using backstab, but this is not, there's no backstab. It's just wire clamps. So this one made a loud sound when using gfci tester, and these you can wire without a ground. How it works without a ground is that the gfci won't be able to trip because it does hot to ground, but this one, the test buttons on it do hot to neutral. So how this works is that it needs to want to have the same current going out from one port into the other port. If it detects, so let's say this is 5 milliamps, it wants 5 milliamps back in. If it detects 0.5 of a milliamp, it trips because it senses that the electricity is going somewhere else that's it's not supposed to be, which is how these trip without a ground. So of course, when you do it, you gotta mark the outlets. This one was just open ground, and then any downstream one, gfci protected and no equipment ground. If you are replacing a 2-prong to a 3-prong with a gfci, 3-prong gfci, this, as long as you have no equipment ground and gfci protected on the downstream outlets, and then no equipment ground on the gfci outlet, you are meeting NEC code. Whenever you are wanting to replace a 2-prong to 3-prong, always go for a gfci. Always go for it. It's the safest replacement without having to rewire your house. The safest replacement without having to rewire an entire house if you don't have metal clad cabling. So, and also this does have the test button here. So I click it, it does trip. So this one does have one of these tamper resistance shields, so it actually has to have 2 pins to be able to go in. And if you try to stick in, like, let's say I try to stick in this non-contact meter, it is detecting it. See, I can't even push it here, but I can't push it. I can't even push it here. So, but if I put it here, you can see it's live. It's no contact, so it's detecting the voltage from inside the outlet and on the pins as well. If I click test, the outlets are dead, but the inside is still live. Now, normally I only use this for the inside to make sure there's no power, because this does help. So if I go ahead and plug it in and then unplug it, you can see the voltage, and the flashing light means correct. Sometimes on a regular one without a battery tester, you don't know if there's any power in it. So when I plugged this in, when I switched out the power, I saw no voltage and I took it out. Then I used this one around the outlet to make sure there's no power. And once there's no power, I uninstalled this one and then put this one in, and it's been working fine. So, and this one does have a ground. So whenever you wire in an outlet without a ground, plugging the tester in, it will say fault open ground, but that's to be expected. As you put, and then once you do that, you put no equipment ground on the gfci, and then on any downstream outlets, gfci protected, no equipment ground. for the specific outlet, because how it works without a ground is, like I said, it has to detect the same current through hot and neutral. If it doesn't, it trips. And that's why the test buttons on the outlet itself work, because they do it from hot to neutral, whereas the plug testers do hot to ground. They don't test if it's open ground, so yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video.